where it's not crazy loud for me, where I can actually hear myself talk. Also that it's kind of there in the background if you need it. Hi, how's everybody doing? I think it's actually a bit too early. Nobody seems to be here yet. If you're in the stream, say hi. It will motivate me to do some work faster. I just need to set up my layers, I suppose, or whatever we call it. Now I do have a system in place for this. It's going to be pretty rad. I am streaming on the right channel, aren't I? Yeah. Okay, and I will say, hey, it's a wonderful kind of day. And I'll put something on the Discord. There we go. Should work. And if I open that, it'll bring me to myself, sure. Yeah, there I am. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. So I just want somebody to say hello. What day of the week is it? It's Thursday? I don't think that's an unreasonable day to stream. Now, let's go. Hi, RPG. You were the first one here. I was waiting until somebody was viewing, just in case I was streaming to nobody, and I find it easier to talk if I know that somebody's listening. I hope you're having a good day. I've had a very nice few days, very stressful, but very fulfilling, let's say. So, what I'm going to be doing is we're going to be working on the ice type collab. Now, I've never done anything like this before, so I think what I'm going to do is I have this kind of frame here. Now, just bear with me. I'm going to try something here. I'm going to remove the cool border, just because, you know, it kind of covers the sides, and I'm working with particularly wide canvas today, whereas I usually work with just a square, but because it is so wide, I do want to kind of let you guys be able to see the sides of it, as not just zoning in on one area in particular. Hello Blighty, congratulations on surpassing 100 followers on the gram. It's not an easy thing to do at all. I don't know how people get tons of followers on Instagram. I guess by just posting regularly, posting some people like, but sure, look, what do I know? So, I figure what I'm going to do is, just for this stream, let's say this is a Fakemon, and then let's say like this is somebody else's Fakemon. So I'll go like, then let's say like somebody else's is over here. You know, so I'm just going to kind of try and plan out where everything is. Now, I do want to get a tab open, which you guys won't be able to see, and I do apologize, because I just need to explain a little bit of history with this. DBS is talking. That's cool. Okay, so I started the idea for this came to me back in 2018, I think. And I'm going to pop up on screen what inspired me to do this. I will be making a video about this, and for that reason, actually if I'm streaming I don't need to record the footage. That's what streaming is for. And I'm just doing a base ass raw template, so you won't even see anything else. Okay, so there is an artist on DeviantArt, and she has since stopped doing art, and it's very sad because she was super good at it. She wanted to do, I think she did 2 of these collabs. I'm gonna get both of them. Just pop that there. We'll put that back up in a minute. And for these, the whole thing was submit Pokemon of a certain type, and then she will put them all in one image. So anybody who's familiar with some of my Fakemon, so you know, there's this huge image, and she works traditionally as well. Her name is the Britannia region, but she hasn't posted in a few years, so it's very sad. She asked people to submit their ghost type Pokemon. You know, it's this huge image, and if you're familiar with my other fire starter, there he is. There's Mafangus. And then the other one she wanted to do was a fairies versus fighting collab. So she asked people, I think it was like for 25 fairies and 25 fighting types. And they all are kind of here together. And this guy right here, who's looking pretty angry with the sugar candy cane around his neck, is Porcupinch. Now, she gave him fingers, but you know, just from the art I gave her, you know, it's not very obvious that its hand is meant to be a boxing glove, but no, there he is. So that really inspired me. So back in 2018 on DeviantArt, which is the site where I kind of got started doing art before I ever decided to do stuff on YouTube, I was so inspired by that basically what I did is I put up like a journal entry, and I said, I'm looking for something to do to stretch my creativity, and taking inspiration from the Britannia region, I've decided that I want to do a big drawing of all of your Ice-type Fakemon, similarly to her amazing Ghost-type collab. So then I went through the rules that I've set on my Discord. You know, you can only do 1 per person. If you send an evolution chain, I will pick the coolest one. Then I said, due to the fact that I only have a small amount of watchers, there are only 15 spaces. Keep that in mind, the number 15. I said it's a first come, first serve situation, so when the places are gone, they are gone. And then just basically, you know, comment on what Fakemon you want me to do. And I also said I'm very busy, so don't expect this to be done right away. This was 3 years ago that I said this. Let me see what actual date it was. November 6th, 2018. So this post is just turned 3 years old. About 2 weeks ago. So, it was only, if I find the exact comment, I didn't get 15 entries for a while. And my idea of doing ice types was that I wanted it to be Christmassy or wintry. So the last person on DeviantArt to get me up to 15, who commented to get me to 15, they commented on... Where is it? Where is it? Should they delete their comment? They mustn't have... Why am I not able to find this comment? Why is the comment missing? Okay, so, well, somebody commented in April this year to get me to 16. Yeah, here. Also, if I might just sidetrack for a sec, I pre-ordered Shining Pearl to get tomorrow, and it's fucking delayed. So I'm not going to be able to play Pearl until next week. I'm not very happy about that. Anyway, so it was only kind of at the start of this year that I got the 15 people, and then a 16th on April. Then obviously I opened the Discord to all of you guys. So 16 by 2 is 32. So by sending it over to the Discord, and I did that, what, like, I think I opened the Discord like a month ago. No, Aaron, I have it, I ordered it physically because I like physical games. It is digital, but, like, it comes digitally, but I want the physical cartridge, because that's the kind of guy I am. So, sent it over to the Discord. We went from 16 to 32, so it doubled in the amount of time that I would have liked it to in the first place to get 15. So we got 16 from the Discord, and then I've added my own guy, which makes 33. So here is the big shenanigan that's about to happen. I have a folder here with all 36 lads. If I just turn all of those on, we might go through them. I think we might go through them backwards, maybe. So here's a bunch of guys. Or should we go through them forwards? I don't know. I think we'll go through them the way they were introduced, because that'll kind of help things to function properly. Okay. Oh, 16 by 2 now. Is 16 by 2 not 32? You're making me doubt myself. Oh wait, it's 16 by 2 fucking... Wait. You're causing me brain issues right now. 16 by 2 is 32. Okay. You gotta be doubting myself, RPG. I said it... Did I say 36? Oh, I meant to say 30. I meant to say 32. Did I say 36? I think the 6 and 16 might have been confusing me. I meant to say 32. It's because I have so many conflicting things going on. And Shining Pearl begins the nest as well, so maybe that's just what was going on. I'm gonna open my window real quick. I just poked myself with a fucking cactus. No fun. Open the window. Okay. So. Here is the situation. So I already kind of gave the breakdown where, you know, it's going to be like, oh, we're going to have one guy here and then one guy here, blah, blah, blah. Now, to me, just having kind of the Fakemon randomly placed around, that's cool and all. But it's like, I want to kind of delve into each one and kind of figure out what makes them tick. You know, I want to... Because some of them in their dex entries, they say, or just what the information I was given. One of them in particular loves birds. Okay, and then one of the other ones I have is a bird. So I'm like, obviously I would put them together with the first guy kind of being like, oh, it's a bird, you know? So I kind of want to go through them. I'm going to go through them on stream. We're going to be seeing 32, 33 technically, because we're including me. Different people's art. I will be showcasing these off. I know, you know, everybody here is very open and whatever. Just don't be a dick, you know, and if somebody's art comes up and you don't like it. Because this isn't a case where I'm doing fan art. I'm literally reinterpreting what the people have given me. And, you know, I want to do my best to try and match them together. So we're going to start all the way back at the beginning. And I can tell you when this was submitted. So the first ever Fakemon submitted to this collab came to me in November 6th, 2018. And the first Pokemon in the collab is... DBS is talking. Whoops. Is what I would call Logoseer. But I think it's actually... It should be pronounced Logoseer. Because its name is... broken down, or the etymology of its name is maybe it is Logos. I thought it was logic. It's a logical Pokemon, but its name is like based off Logos. Logoseer. Okay, it's actually how it's pronounced. I'm just looking at the page here. Okay, so kind of what kind of information do we have on this page? And I imagine these guys are kind of like these two aren't important, you know, we're not worrying about them. But I do like how they were broken down by like squares, circles, and triangles. So what information can I gain from this DeviantArt page? Its height is 4'6". So kind of tall, kind of like average sized for a Pokemon. Like it's like taller than a child, or as tall as a child, a big child. So, that is all we have there. It's a Psychic Ice type. I think it might be the only Psychic Ice type. Can't think of any other ones. So yeah, that's our first one. This guy here on the right. It levitates as well, actually. So, not that physics will be important, but this guy can indeed levitate. So that's important to know. So you know, we can put him up in the sky. Very good. So, Pokemon number 2, and you have to forgive me because I am going through this in a very archaic way, where I'm just kind of... I realistically should have had all these tabs open before, but I am kind of a dickhead, so there we go. Oh, I didn't mean to download that. So, second Pokemon in the list is this guy on the right. And it is called Frost Totem. If you can't break down the etymology for that, I have bad news for you. Well, Jamie, I've streamed for a while, and I'm going to be streaming a lot more going forward. So, now let me take a look at the dex entry for this guy, and we will break this down. So, it creates images made of icy winds to confound enemies. It adds snow to its body to make itself look bigger. So, can make images. Let's drop that away. From icy winds. And yeah, it's a big burb. Okay, so if it was a Pokemon. Species Icy Wind Pokemon. It's Ice Flying type, so we could technically have it flying, but I do like the totem pole aspect, so I'll see. It doesn't give a height or anything like that. I imagine it is pretty tall because it's the totem pole. But other than that, the ability is Snow Cloak, so, you know, could have like a blizzard or something going across that. So yeah, it'd be cool. Nothing really on this dex that gives me any more information. So we're going to move on to the next one. Now I do have to do a lot of scrolling here, so I do apologize. Now this next one is very interesting, and it's going to be quite the big image, so just bear with me. I also have kind of a wintry Pokemon playlist playing, so let me know if that is audible. Oh. Actually, I'll turn that up just a tiny bit. Okay, cool. So just let me get the dex entry up for this, and then we're going to move on to number 3. Now, there's obviously like 6 Pokemon here. The Pokemon I will be doing is this fella right here, which is called Excalibur. Like, because it's Excalibur, and it's cold. So you can do here. Lightning Blade. It's Ice Electric type. Strong Jaw, Moxie, you know, it's a saber-tooth tiger. It's got big fangs. So this is the second one now that's been like traditionally, you know, this is drawn on paper and it's scanned. So like the range of stuff I got is crazy, because you think like it'd just be digital and traditional. But there's actually one other that I've got. There's one other that I've gotten that's very crazy, and then there's 2 that are also kind of weird, for reasons that I'll get to. But there's a bunch of cavemen. He says Fakemon on this list. And this was submitted, I had a choice between Mammophreeze and Excalibur, and I went for Excalibur just because, you know, we have some Mammoth Pokemon already, and our only Saber-tooth Tiger is Raikou, who is a legendary, and that just doesn't count for me. So there is a whole lot of text here, so just bear with me. So Cenozoic fossils, I just want to read through this. Ice Steel has the most resistances and fewest weaknesses of any Ice Steel type. Okay, I thought he was saying any type, and I was like, that can't be right. Ice Electric has the best defensive coverage of any Ice Duo type. I just want to read through this. He's a very long description. I'm glad everybody is feeling the love for Excalibur. Okay, so we're going to go down to Excalibur, or Kenatsudon, as it would be called in Japanese names. Lightning Blade, Ice Electric type, height 6'3". That is an inch smaller than I am, so I don't know if that's kind of the height this way, or if it's the length, the overall length. So leave that with me and I'll kind of see what I can do. Now, the heights might not be accurately represented, you know, when the whole thing comes together. There is one in particular, or a few in particular, where the heights are important. But just so I get like a hint. Raikou it's a legendary beast. I think the dog aspect of it is like kind of long forgotten, because it's clearly a saber-toothed tiger. Apex predators of ancient tundras, Excalibur would ambush their prey, taking them down with electrified bites to prevent them from moving. Their sculpted musculature kept them warm and energetic in bitter cold. Okay, so that is all the information on Excalibur. Its abilities, Strong Jaw and Moxie, you know, so there's not much that might influence design-wise, unlike Levitate, where, I mean, we could still have him, like, leaping through the air, you know? I'm using my mouse right here, so let's say that's a cat, you know, and he's jumping. Yeah. So, moving on, and I believe this next one is actually the first legendary of the collab. Yeah, so the only information on this guy... Oh, actually, I skipped one. I'm very, very sorry. So, let me go back to my collab sheet, which I have stupidly clicked off of, because I'm a big idiot. Okay, so this next one is one of the strange ones. So there were two users on... I said it was an inch shorter than me, RPG. So I'm even taller than you predicted. So, with this next one, the user that submitted it actually deactivated their account. So the only art that exists of this guy that I can find is the art that I drew when I was kind of reinterpreting all the Pokemon in my own style. And this one I really like. It is called Trice. And it's exactly what it's triple ice. So the name of the kind of file he linked is still there. So it is the Cube Snowman Fakemon. I remember that the water at its base had some kind of power that was hinted at, but it was nothing it wasn't kind of delved into at all. It was just, it has like a mysterious puddle of water at its base, which may hold an unknown power. I think it was just pure ice type, but currently the art I drew of it is the only art that obviously I know of for it. So kind of stats, abilities, dex entries, anything like that, it's just going off my memory. But I wanted to include Trice because I thought it was a really unique design, and also the pun is incredible. When I first heard the name, I was like, that is absolutely genius. So now moving on to the legendary, we have Glaciard, which is obviously a combo of Glacier Lizard, I think. He said obviously, and then he said think. Yeah, I think there's something to do with the water, that it can manipulate it, but it's like, it's just one of those mysteries or whatever. So there's no information about this Pokemon other than it's the name of the image is Legendary Ice Type Fakemon Glaciard. So this thing is in fact a legendary, but as we will see going forward, that's going to mean fuck all, because a lot of the Pokemon in this collab are actually legendaries. I think we even have a mythical or two. So, very interesting. Now, obviously, a Pokemon named after a glacier with glacier imagery, I don't think it's going to be very small. I think it'll actually be quite large. So we will think that that is a big boy. Now, that's the 5th one in the collab. And I just want to show all these off because, you know, I have been wanting to do this for a very long time. So if you're not into me showing off other people's art, you can go wash your head. So this next one actually has a lot of stuff about it. And this one is the first and maybe only one that is actually done using pixel art. And this one is done by EVEE, who is a longtime fan of the channel. You might see them in comments sections, sometimes they're even in these streams. And this is Caribou, which is obviously a combo of caribou and, you know, like a bow of holly. Its species is the beacon Pokemon. It's like Rudolph, I suppose. Maybe it has a big shiny nose. It is flying in ice, and this is insane. It's 8'6". So this guy might be flying around in the background somewhere. It actually looks more like a Stantler evolution, I think, a proper Stantler evolution, I think, than Weirder does. I just think Weirder looks like a regional Stantler. Anyway, hey Ariona! A lot of these are actually very, very cool, and they're all very interesting. I am just trying to see kind of what kind of facts I can gain from these to kind of see which might be hanging out or stuff like that. So, they flying. Oh, its hidden ability is Flash Fire. That's really cool. So they fly down from the slopes during winter, guiding lost hikers with their bright noses. So it does have a glowing nose. How could it not? Being labeled as the beacon Pokemon. Like Weirder is the same, even down to like the dots on the side of Stantler. Like it has the same face. It just has bigger antlers, a beard, and like different color scheme, and maybe some booties, and that's it. But we're not here to talk about Weirder. In fact, Stantler will even be showing up in this video later on. Maybe the Stantler variant and this and Caribou could hang out. So let me just see. Live in the highest peaks, only venturing below to feast on frozen berries. So I might say eats berries. I don't think that will tie into any other Fakemon we have here. So let's see. Move pool, I don't really think that's important. Stats, okay, it has new moves based on Rudolph, Red-Nosed Reindeer, Sleigh Bells, Caribou, Holly, White Stag, Clydesdale Horses. The Holly isn't actual holly, its antlers are encased in ice. And the red berries are extra lights. Okay, so the antlers are in fact ice. Ice with lights. Okay, cool. A lot of description on this. Because it's a thing as well, you know, it's like some come with a lot of dex entries and a lot of information, and then some I just get, and I just have the name. So it's kind of insane. Okay, this next one now I'm going to have to pop away for a bit. I am going to... Actually, no, I'll leave Caribou up just so we can see him there. I just need to go diving. I need to look for a file somewhere. Actually, I don't think I need to go that far. So this one is really, really interesting. Because the artist... Well, I say artist, and you'll see why. They wanted me to include a Pokemon, but it was actually based on a written description because they were like, they could not draw. I think they had an issue with their hands or something like that. So for this, this art was actually done by me, and this is a reinterpretation of it. It is based on the Snow Queen. So just from my memory, we actually have 2 Snow Queens. And I think one of them was done by someone in this very chat room. So they could have kind of a gal-pal relationship going on. Okay, so I'm going to read the description. Now, it was kind of like a little ice type that looked like a bee, and it had like a triple, an alternate evolution that kind of diverged in 3 ways. And this one called Dam Snowy, which I think is a mix of Damsel and Snowy, is an ice dark type that looks like and this is the description I got. It looks like a crystal sculpture of a woman. Her white wings resemble a cloak, and when they fold shut, her white wings resemble a cloak when they fold shut. The ability is either Snow Veil or Snow Warning. She's about Vespiquen size, so size of Vespiquen. The fact it evolved from a bee, I took some liberties and I made it look like an ice cube. Or not an ice cube, you fucking idiot. A snowflake. Okay, yeah, I was like, ice. Doesn't begin with ice. It's not an ice flake. And I sent them kind of a draft of this ages ago, and they said they loved it. So this is an updated drawing by me. The artist, the creator, was cool with the design. I know it said the wings were white or whatever. But I got the go-ahead from the artist. So that's the design I'm sticking with. And I did do a pre-evolution at one point, which is kind of like a like a snowflake combi or something, and then it just evolves into this really kind of sinister ice woman. So yeah, that is Dam Snowy. I think that is everything. Let me just see. There's just some stuff about stats, but I don't think that's really important. Okay, cool. So we're going to move on again. What number are we on now? Who's keeping track? I think it's 7. It was 7. Cool. So this next one is the same situation that we had with Trice. And I believe this one is it's like a fan art. It's like one of those things where somebody introduces a character from something else, from some other media, into Pokemon. Obviously I don't know, because like with Trice, this person deactivated their DeviantArt. So this art is done by me again, and the only image of this that exists that I can find is the one done by me. And this is Rendicey, the Ice Flower Pokemon. All I can tell you is it's ice and grass type. It loves water and birds, is all I can recall from the original description of this guy. So I imagine that Rendicey loving, or is this Rendicey? Yeah. So I imagine that Rendicey loving water and birds would be very obsessed with Trice's weird water puddle, and also with Frost Totem being a big bird. So, you know, those 3 can kind of go together. Okay. So again, you know, some of them just don't have apt descriptions, and there's not much I can do there. Now, we're going to move on back to traditionally drawn media, and not something that's drawn by me, to Mamountain, or Mamountain. Not really sure how you'd say that. Where's its face? Oh, I think it just has like a spirally eye or something. Some Pokemon don't have faces. Just a fact of life. So Mamountain is rock ice. It is thick fat, Snowcloak, or Slush Rush. Mamountain are very intelligent Pokemon that can complete tasks that others couldn't. These Pokemon seem to be the ancestors of Mamoswine, and have thick fur to keep them warm in cold environments that they live in. It was not surprising that I got a Mammoth for an Ice-type collab. Now, unfortunately, there's no exact height provided, but it is a Mammoth. So I think this guy would definitely be in the back somewhere, and as well, it has the word mountain in its name. So just keep that in mind for later on, because that will come back and be important. So, How y'all doing? All having a good day? Is what even alive, Jamie? I'm pretty sure all of the Fakemon provided are alive. Okay, so this next one, and DeviantArt is very weird. Sometimes when I copy an image, it won't let me link straight to the post itself, so then I have to kind of scroll down and go out of my way. But this next one is called Frostigo, or Frostigo, which is, I imagine the name is a combination of Frost and Wendigo. And we're actually going to note that it's a Wendigo. It is known as the Wendigo Pokemon, so that's not just me, you know, making up some bollocks. It just has some stats here, and its dex entries are: this Pokemon is said to have an endless hunger. When it eats too much, it'll just become more hungry. And it's said that it can eat a whole Wailord in less than 10 minutes. So we're gonna write hungry. Maybe if there's some berries, this guy and Caribou can be going nuts, trying to eat the berries faster than each other. So yeah, I really like this guy. This one then is one of the ones that's like, it's on a completely 2D plane. So a few of these I have already reinterpreted into my style, and this one was one of my favorites, because I do love kind of torso mounts. It's very up my alley. Not a lot of heights given for these guys. I find doing heights and weights is kind of tricky, so, you know, I don't blame anybody. So it's just I will be taking some creative liberties. I think it is a mouth on its chest. That's the way I interpreted it, and you'll see that later on. So next one actually comes from a good buddy of mine. If you are an avid viewer of my channel, you will know this person. This next one comes from Neck Punch, and it is called Polaron, and it's a Beartic evolution. So the flavor text he gives for it is very funny. It's ever since Gen 1, I've always wondered what lay in those mountains north of Kanto. Why does the Kanto map stop where it does? Is its northern area uncharted? Is it too dangerous? What secrets does it hold? A kingdom of armored polar bears? Why not? Worked for Pullman. So anyone familiar with Philip Pullman and the Golden Compass movie, the book's called Northern Lights. Neck Punch has admitted to this. This is pretty much based off of oh, what's the bear's name? It's based off the armored polar bears from the Northern Compass series. So we do got, its height is 3.8 meters, which I can't convert meters to feet, unfortunately, but we'll just see meters and feet. This thing is 12'4", which still makes it smaller than Delmise. Delmise is fucking ridiculously huge. It's insane. So it has, it's the Ice Lord Pokemon. Polaron evolves from Beartic when leveled up wearing armor made from Skarmory feathers. That's pretty cool. So it's Ice Steel type because of that, yeah. No, I really like this guy. I've reincorporated it into my own style as well. Because I just need to have unity between all of them, so I am redrawing them all first to get them kind of sorted into my own style. And I know I'm not doing any drawing right now, but I do appreciate everybody being in the chat. It's kind of fun to review other people's art and be passionate about ice types, because ice types are so underappreciated and we love them. So let me see. Weights aren't going to be really anything crazy in this, because I don't plan on like having anybody sinking through the floor or whatever. Yeah, so it's Philip Pullman bear, and it's very, very large. It's a steel type evolution to Beartic. So what comes after that? It is Sebaski. If I could get Sebaski up, please. And tell me what you think of Sebaski immediately. What does Sebaski remind you of? I think I am having a bit of a delay with the stream again. I don't know what's causing it. Sometimes it's fine, but sometimes it's slightly delayed. Latency, I should say. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, just bear with me, I just want to scroll up. Now, Trice, I think, might have been ice and water, but I think it was just ice. But Sabasky is the first. Sabasky is the first pure ice type that's confirmed as pure ice. It is an ice type based on a Siberian Husky, which ends up evolving into a Malamute. But I'm not doing evolutionary lines, and this was the one that was given to me. And this was posted back in 2016, and then the description was updated to say, or it's an Alolan Poochyena. Or Poochyena. So it is very Poochyena. Parallel, I suppose, is the word I'd be looking for. But the artist themselves admitted that. So if anybody's like, that's just Poochyena, they know. And it's a little cute man. Now I imagine, you know, it's a pre-evolution. So we might make it kind of, let's say, like husky puppy size. I don't imagine that's the guys. I'm surprised you didn't see Poochyena, because when I first saw it, I was like, that's blue Poochyena. I might just use like Poochyena's size to figure this out. Okay, we are going. Now I actually have to go over to Reddit, which is very, very, very interesting. I know, right? Who goes on Reddit these days? And the reason why I need to go on Reddit is because at this point, it was a case that I was like, hey, nobody's replying to my collab on DeviantArt, so I took over to Reddit, where I got one person to respond. So there is one over there. I have the image ready. I just want to make sure if there's any abilities or anything like that that I might be missing. Okay. Ice type, ice type, ice type, ice type, ice type. Okay. Ghost ice type. Okay, so there's nothing really there that I can go off of. So this Pokemon is called Fakemon. It's the one on the right. It's a ghost ice type. And it is I believe it's a Thylacine. You know, like the lads from Australia. I know Reddit. I regret it. But no, I don't. So we have this guy. Not a lot of information provided on it, except it's Ghost Ice. So, yeah. I used to post a lot on Reddit. In the Fakemon subreddit, but then a lot of shit went down with it and nobody could post, and I was like, this isn't worth my time anymore. So we have this guy up here. A few people have provided shinies to me, and I think in some cases I will actually go with the shiny coloration and do like a few stars around it. If I prefer the shiny, that is. For Fakemon, I do prefer the original version, so I will be going with that. Now, next one is super duper interesting. And the actual original image has been deleted, so this is a reimagining by me, from what I remember, similar to around Dicey and Trice. But there's a twist to this. So this is Frost Triple, drawn by Shark Guy. And they are also an avid fan on YouTube. Sometimes they show up on these streams. A lot less so recently. But they have been present in the chat before. Frost Triple is actually an ice fire type. Which it keeps itself warm using its scarf. And it has kind of these two heads going around. And I thought this design was so crazy. Shark wasn't happy with it though. So they've since redesigned this whole concept. Jamie, can you read the title of the video? It's like festive freezing Fakemon Fanart. You know, it's I don't know how I could make it more. Unless I literally was like, hey, in the title, like, hey, I'm going to be looking at ice types that I'm going to be redrawing in one big collab, you know? It is building up to a big wintry video that I will be doing. No, exactly, RPG. So, Shark wasn't happy with it. So this is the only one where I've actually gotten a redesign to use. So Frost Triple is now Frost Tress, which is still a nice fire type. And I can't remember the names of its pre-evolutions, but I think this is like so much cooler. And if I have an opportunity as a fun little nod, if there's, let's say, kind of a reflective sheet of some kind, or some ice reflection near Frost Tress, I'd like its reflection to be its original design, just as a nod that it's still there. But this one, I think, is much cooler, using like the carrot as a chimney, and then have like a blue, like a thermostat. What the fuck's the word I'm looking for? Thermometer, I suppose. But I really like this guy. It's so unlike anything else, and it's so unique for a snowman, and it does that whole Pokemon gimmick where it's like it's one, then two faces, then three faces. So I really like that. Let me just see if there's any information that I can glean, because obviously the art for Frost Triple is gone, but the page for Frost Tress is still up. So let's see if there's anything here that I can see. So Frost Tress is really tall. I think it's actually the same height. Was Polaran 12.6? 12.4. Okay, it's taller than Polaran. It's based on Frosty the Snowman. It's warm, is its description. It's ice fire type. Not the only ice fire we have. Well, no, it's not an ice cream Pokemon, it's a snowman. Its ability... Okay, so the three heads that form the body are filled with heat thanks to the scarf. So much so that it releases some of the heat from its hat. So it's basically filled with heat, which is rising, I think, by the... So it's actually really warm, which is so unique. It's kind of like... it's like Galarian Darmanitan, you know, where it has like an icy body. It's just filled with heat. Kind of conflicting elements, but it's definitely one of the most creative snowman Fakemon I've ever seen. So we're going to be moving on from this now into the 15th Pokemon, which is called Eklapaka, and I will get that up for you in just a minute. This is actually created by Skarmory Silver, who I think is a pretty notable Fakemon artist. It is our first bug type provided. So I'm going to take a look now at its dex entries. Okay, so there's some very cool information here that isn't present in the design, but once I looked it up, then I'm kind of like, okay, there's stuff here that I could do. So it's actually, this is the moon Pokemon. So part of me is like, should I set this at night? This whole collab image. According to legends, when solar rays burned the world, Eklapaka arrived to save those suffering from heat. By scratching at the ridges on its body, it's said to make a tune to summon icy darkness of nightfall. So it's like it's a cricket. Though its icicle spines help keep its body cool, it still encases itself completely in ice during the day, thawing out to hunt only after the sunset. Okay, so it's only active at night. I don't think the time of day needs to be relevant in the thing. It's 5'3", so it's a big bug. It has ice body, tough claws. Its basis is a combination of several species, including the Weta, lots of different Wetas, with some influences from lunar deities such as Hina from the Maori lore. There's crickets. Okay, this thing is very New Zealandish, kind of down there. With super, yeah, okay, cool. It's very Sentai inspired as well. crushing ice. Okay, so I think that is everything. So it's a weta. That's very true, RPG. I'd never thought about that. Okay, there's a whole lot of information on this that I might read into. They have an absolutely huge description that I would just be kind of skimming over. And, you know, I'll definitely figure that out in time. Now, the next one is actually the 16th one I got in DeviantArt, which I got in April of this year. And this one is the first one where I actually can't see the whole Fakemon. And this is Vertrost, who's the second Ice Electric type. And it is 11 feet. And, okay. 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 I didn't even register this. So I think for this guy I'm going to do whatever height I want, because it is 11 feet and 23 inches. Need I say any more? So as it's apparently it's a Herald of Arceus, and it is a, no surprise, legendary. So what would this be, like 12 foot 13, or no, 13 foot 1, I suppose. Okay, so this is very interesting. So they submitted this to me, and I said to them specifically, I'll read the exact comment. They said, "Here's mine if you want to include it." And I said, "I'd love to include it. I just can't see what's going on with the feet or the head." And they said, "Just do your best. I'm not expecting it to be spot on." So, as for what it is, who knows? But that's the joy of Fakemon. They're all fake, so they could be anything. Especially the ones that you don't get a description on. Literally everything I've told you is what it is. And I've done my own interpretation of it already. And just made it fit in with my own stuff. So that is number 16. Which means that we're actually done with all the submissions on DeviantArt. Which, if you guys are familiar with the history of this collab, you now know what time it is. Da-da-da-da. Because I imagine most of you are here from the Discord. Jamie, if you're not in the Discord, because I don't know if I've seen you in there, check the description, there's a link. So we're going to do a lot of big scrolling today. So we have... just a tapped it faithfully. Just give it no feed at all. Or give it like the teeniest of a stub just on its right leg. Its stage, you know, it's our left, but it's right. You know. The Discord half begins, that is correct. So coming from our very own reddish Fakemon, we have Sarox, the sad ox. Or sad ox boy, as they called it. I just want to see, now obviously with the Discord, you know, if people don't kind of showcase the tights or anything, you know, I'll just do some guesswork. With Vertrost, just going back to that for a sec, the dex entry mentioned it could fly. So I think it was like a Herald of Arceus that flies. I'll just open it again just so we're less confused. As a Herald of Arceus, its purpose is to spread faith across the world. Its calming light guides those who seek answers. I don't know, maybe it looks like it could fly, so I'm just going to have it flying. Alright. Now I need to move everything around because I'm on the Discord app now and not the thingy. So, we're not talking about you, Vertrost. You are done. We're on Sarox now. Just want to make sure there's nothing thing. So it's an ice rock type, which caused a lot of confusion in the Discord. Reminds me a lot of Eeyore. I'm big on this guy's energy. I just want to see if there's anything, kind of additional information. about this guy, because obviously on Discord it's a lot messier. Okay, so then there's no information about Sarox's height, but I imagine he's a pretty big boy. You know, he'd be standing next to a mountain and stuff like that. Kind of some big fluffy lads having a stroll downtown. So next comes from Master number 2, and this is legendary, as it says in the actual image itself. Gravati, which I suppose is some sort of combination of maybe gravity and Yeti. So it is legendary. I'm just going to write that there, even though it already says it. I've looked at Master's channel. I think he's working off like a 4-type system. But for the purposes of this, it's just going to be fighting and ice. I think as well it might be kind of rock and normal as well. Don't ask me how that works. But it's our first fighting type, I think. Definitely not our only one. So it's Ice Gorilla. It has these abilities. It controls icebergs to crash into its enemies. So, you know, what's an iceberg if not a glacier? So this thing in Glaze Yard could be, you know, having a battle, or, you know, could be picking it up or having a laugh, you know, anything like that. And they're both legendaries as well. So what's this? This is their 3rd or 4th legendary at this stage. And the ice will not melt for years. 1 hair from its fur will become cold if it's hot, and if you're hot, it'll make you cold. It uses temperature regulators. An old myth states that when it battled another legendary, it got very angry and smashed its fists into the ocean. The whole ocean then froze. So it could definitely be fighting another legendary. I don't know. What is up with everybody making ice-type legendaries? Okay, so next we have a Fakemon from our very own Sea Dragon, who actually has provided us with the only regional form, or just alternate form, I suppose. I guess it is a regional. Yeah, actually, he said it's a regional. It's Stantler, Ice Ghost, based on a Wendigo. Oh, so we have 2 Wendigos. Wouldn't that be interesting if they were hanging out together? I just want to see. I don't think there's any other information about it, but, you know, just Ice Ghost Stantler. Probably be the same height as Stantler. What fucking song am I listening to? How is this wintry? I'm in like a winter Pokemon collab. It's so intense. Or medley, I suppose. Okay, so that is Child. Then we move on to our very own Dragon Bricks, who is mad for posting Fakemon. And this thing's name is Frunair, I think, or Fronair. And I asked just have a name or any types, and they said it's ice fighting. It's no height, it's no nothing. So it is along the same leagues as Gravati. I don't know if it is a legendary, but it does remind me of Lagombi from Monster Hunter. Jamie, I think you might be having some serious latency, because it seems like you're very behind on the stream. But yes, there are 2 Wendigos. I'm just going to check the latency from my end. I'm going to draw a line right now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, it's only about 4 seconds. Okay, that's fine. You might need to reload the stream or put it on a lower quality or something like that. So I'm only getting the message about the Wendigo now, and I don't know if that's when you sent it. It just seems they might be coming through a bit late. So, moving on. Oh, we got an artist in the channel confirmed. You ready, kid? It's your time to shine. We have Sarcophant, drawn by our very own Blighty artist. It is a ghost ice-type burial Pokemon. They were abundant in the early years of Kairos, which is their own region. Used for manual labor and keeping residents cool during the harsh sunny days, it is said that they influenced the design of the pyramids seen throughout the region. Now, it is a pyramid elephant, so maybe pyramid mammoth, but you know, it's Fant in the name, so I'm just gonna say elephant. I imagine it's pretty big, given that it's a combination of 2 very large things that are considered to be very large. So I'm just gonna say big. But this, because it is very mammoth-esque, it would definitely be hanging out with my mountain, I guess. And maybe if I can think of some other Egyptian themed guy. But yes. Very good. Now, moving on to our next person. This is from Ma. And Ma has actually provided a whole bunch of information about this Pokemon. So this is Friolet. I'm not sure if that's how that is pronounced. I'm going to just shrink them down a little bit. Here's the white is their normal coloration, the black is their shiny coloration. They are an ice fire type, and they are the Aurora Fox Pokemon. And they are actually our first mythical. So, still technically legendary, but it has kind of, you know, it's kind of like that cute Mew, Celebi, Jirachi one, I feel like. So it's said to walk around on ice-covered mountains, where it supposedly creates small, colourful blazes with its tail, which end up turning into beautiful polar lights. So, this guy's going to be really small in the overall collab. And I imagine it might be standing on, like, my mountain's back, because my mountain is a mountain mammoth. And it'll kind of have, like, the Borealis going around kind of all up the... around it, yeah, so just be like... Here's an interpretation for you. And this is actually the second ice fire type. And I really like this guy being fire because it's the only thing that kind of gives away that it's a fire type is that its tail, like kind of glowing hot blue, and is in the shape of a flame. And that's it. There's not like, it's not like blue and orange or anything. It's so subtly fire type, and I love it for that. But I definitely... Sorry, I might pop that on the top of my mountain. It walks on mountains. Cool. Okay, so... In Finland, legends tell of an Arctic fox that would race across snowy mountain peaks, play around with their tails, and ignite sparks that would cause the Aurora Borealis. Okay, cool. And I think I might go with the shiny for this one, because, you know, it is a mythical. And also, just in terms of, like, the Fakemon we have in the collab, a lot of them just tend to be white. So I think introducing, like, a really dark one might be cool, just for kind of visual. Just so everything's not super monotone. Monotone. That's for sound, you idiot. Does monotone work for colors? Don't think so. What's the word I'm looking for here? Oh, I just need to take a drink there. What's the word I'm looking for? When everything is the same color. I don't want to say bland, because it's not going to be bland, but just introduces some visual difference. Just gotta scroll way down here, and we get Phantomime with Cerberus, which is an ice Cerberus. Monochromatic. Look at all the artists telling me what the word I was looking for was, like I asked. Thank you all very much. Monochromatic, that's it. Contrast is always the other word I was looking for. So Cerberus is an ice ghost Cerberus. Fully straight on. Now this is Phantomime. They did provide pictures of its pre-evolutions in the Fakemon chat, so because when I saw this I was like, does it only have 2 legs, or just from the perspective, but it does indeed have 4 legs. It is a Cerberus as we know it. I don't think there's any additional information regarding that. Okay, so Ice Ghost. Then, following that, we get one from Sylvie / Heiress of Discord, which is Wolsicle, which is an ice fighting type. Now, this art style is very furry, and they've acknowledged that it's very furry, so I'll be doing a bit of interpretation with it. To kind of get it closer to my own style and whatnot. Was Cerberus pseudo? Let's see if I can check that out. see. One of the pseudo-legend... Okay, it is a pseudo-legendary. Okay, cool. So we definitely want kind of pseudo-energy coming from this. Yeah. No, I just googled it there. Or googled it, he says. I just looked it up. I just searched for Cerberus in a thing. Okay, so then we had Wolsicle, who is turned out to be way more anthro than monster, as Sylvie acknowledges. They want to redesign it themselves, and they just want to submit it for the deadline. So I'll be doing a little bit of a redesign on it as well, just to fit it into that more Pokemon-y style. Because yes, Pokemon do have, like, I suppose they do have furry bait in a way. This is just very furry on its own, so I'll, like, Pokemon it up. And its name is Wolf combined with Icicle. So Wolfsicle. So next, we get another person in this chat. It's Floroil by RPG. Whoa, I don't know why some of these save with white backgrounds and black backgrounds. I guess, who knows. But Floroil is based on the Snow Queen. So they'll probably be hanging out with Damn Snowy. Now, RPG, I know you posted this as well into the Fakemon chat, so I just want to see if there's anything about it. Floroil line, I love Faney. Let's see if there's anything there. Regards to any information. Okay. Just in case it was like a pseudo-legendary or something like that. Just all these details that I might miss. Yeah, I was literally just about to say that there's the comment that I left in before everybody called there's Elsa. It seems Jamie feels the same way. Because that's what the Snow Queen is. So, yeah, I think that's all on Floroil. I think it's the only Ice Fairy type so far. Nah, yeah, it's... I'm not saying you need to provide info. Like, I can still work with every Fakemon that's provided. You know, if I needed the information, I'd say, hey, when you give me the Fakemon, you need to give me, like, its lore and all that, you know? I can definitely work with everything I've gotten. I just wanted to see if there's any additional information you'd posted elsewhere. But if not, you don't need to worry about it, because I definitely have some fun ideas for what I can do with Floroil. So next after Floroil is Jelly Dude, who sometimes shows up in these streams. So Jelly, if you're here, I am now looking at Mount Ice, who is the Mountain Goat Pokemon. So similar energy to what we might do with Friolet. We might just have it on the back of a mountain or something like that. It has a signature move called Shattered Horns, which won't be relevant to the collab because I don't imagine a lot of these guys will be fighting each other. It's more of a chill time, no pun intended. Very cool signature move though, where it attacks and then its horns explode and the shards go everywhere and then the horns freeze back over and come back. I think... And it is the first normal ice type, which was immediately followed by the second, so I thought that was kind of funny. Let me just see. Which other greatest? Okay. So following Mount Ice, we get Avelmot, which is designed by Boreal Mind, who also shows up in these streams from time to time. Boreal, if you're here, I'm talking about your Fakemon. Now, Boreal has a video in regards to explaining Avelmot. I've watched it recently. I might just rewatch that again to get the gist of what it is. I really like the idea of it. So Avelmot is a normal ice type as well as Mount Ice. High Imagine. But its it's the regional rodent. So the idea is like you'd have your starting town, and then you go down your path, and you'd find this thing's pre-evolution, and literally like right beside your starting town are these huge snowy mountains, but you can't ascend them because you don't have the proper HMs or whatever. So when you come back, the starting rodent's evolution near your starting town is literally right next to it. You've just never been able to access it because you don't have the means to go up the mountains. So I really liked that aspect of Avalmot. I will just need to look at the video again, just to find the descriptions. And if I was to watch one person's video on stream, then I'd have to watch everybody's, and that's just too much stuff to do on a stream. So I'll definitely look back on this, but it does live in mountains, so I'll just write mountain there. Next is from longtime fan of the channel, Joy, who provided us with Skiligo, and they provided a lot of information on this. So it is first of 3 in a split evolution line. Okay, so Skiligo is either going to be ice or ice flying. Its tail is flat on the underside and curved concavely to allow it to catch as much airtime as possible for it to do skiing tricks. It's like a newt. And I was a bit confused when I first saw it, but once you realize what's going on here, I was like, okay, this is incredible. It moves down mountains at breakneck speeds thanks to its aerodynamic figure, leaving behind a slipstream in its wake that can knock over a beartic. And isn't that hilarious that we have a beartic evolution? Slipstream is shit hot, let's say. So, many thrill seekers were inspired by them and other branches of their species to create many downhill racing sports. The branch following Skiligo specializes in trying to... Okay. Its main ability is Slush Rush. It is fast, is the key that we're getting here. So this confused me. I asked Joy in a call on Discord when we were all in the server. I just asked him, I was like, what's going on with the... It's like, what's going on with this? Are the skis, are they coming from behind it? Or is it coming out from the neck? And then they revealed to me that it's actually its tongue is coming out and splitting, as lizard tongues do. So, yeah, this is its big old tongue that comes down. The pre-evolution is like a sled, and I imagine the other two that they're going to do are like snowboarding and some other form of mountain descension. So, yeah. Yeah, so really, really cool. It's fast, and it has a really insane slipstream. And the typing is unconfirmed. Hello, Sylvie/Eris/Dirty-Paw. I'll need to come up with one consistent name for you going forward. Following Skiligo, we have... I'm going to scroll down. Okay, this one is insane. And this one is kind of very similar energy to Virtrost, who we discussed earlier, when everybody was asking, what is this? So just prepare yourself while I stretch. Okay. And this one is one that that kind of puzzled me as to how to include it, but I was very, very... I'm very, very excited to do this one. So, this one is called Spectachill. And surprising absolutely nobody, it's a legendary. This is provided by I'm Puzzled, and I will read the description for you now. So, barely any have seen it, and the people that have seen it don't know what it is. Some call it an Ultra Beast, giving it the title UB00 Cold. Others think that it is a Reggie, calling it Reggie Mountain. But from one trainer who saw it, they tried fighting it. From what they gathered, it was Ghost Ice type. So that I think that's like our 5th or 6th Ghost Ice. The trainer couldn't beat it, but was able to take a picture of it. He said the size was bigger than Gigantamax. So bigger than G-Max. And it felt like its soul was peering into his and his Pokemon's soul, or yeah, its soul connection, making the battlefield temperature drop lower and lower. He said he might have lost, but he is happy he did the battle because otherwise he might not have been able to meet the Pokemon. He hopes one day that he can refight what he calls a legendary Pokemon, Spectachill. Okay, so Puzzle sent that in. And I can see, Blurry, you're very... sorry? I can see RPG, you're very distressed. So, basically, I scrolled down. No, I'm scrolling down now. Let me see. I definitely asked about this. Okay, so I replied to this. I said, the lore is great, but I find it a bit hard to see. Which I assumed was the point. Because, you know, they are describing this very mysterious Pokemon. So I said, I'll be doing some creative interpretation when I have to draw it. So I gave Puzzles that out if they wanted to, you know, provide me with more information. And they just said, yeah, do what you want. So from this blurry, intentionally hard to see picture, I will be making my own interpretation from it, which I already have. Now, even putting it into Photoshop, I wasn't aware that like there's a little bit of green here, you know, so it's like a purpley green eye right here that you can stare at. I didn't notice that until like I put all these together earlier. I believe this is also a third leg on the back. I thought genuinely that it was a naughty shape. So we will continue on. I think we're very near the end now. And I threatened people with doing a Thanos snap. What the fuck kind of music is playing? I put on a winter Pokemon playlist, like, and I fucking dubstep monkeys screaming, like. It's enough of that, Jesus Christ. Hang on. I'm just gonna put on what I know is safe. Actually, no, I'm gonna do the other one first. I think we just need some good vibes in here. Okay. Jeez, that that soundtrack went fucking crazy. I wanted a chill video soundtrack, like, or a stream soundtrack. It just devolved into absolute mayhem. Okay, so next on the list is another ice fighting type called Takalosh, which I believe is... Oh no, sorry, it is a Takalosh called Takozan, which is, and I believe a Takalosh is a... Oh, what's the word I'm looking for? What's Mudkip? It's an axolotl kind of mythical ancient creature, something like that. So, and I don't think there's any other information provided other than, you know, it's thing. Now, it's original. I think I believe the shiny is the one that looks like fire. I might end up doing that one just because it's a very unique color scheme in regards to, you know, the collab. And they did provide me with both, so I don't think using the shiny would be a problem. So, yeah, ice fighting. And I think that's the fourth and final ice fighting. And then we scroll down, we're nearly at the end. Okay, so yeah, this one was actually not provided to me via Discord, because I figured, we had one of the members, or one of the people I've collabed with before already in this collab. Let's say collab loads of times, it's very confusing. We had one of Neck Punch's Fakemon earlier. Anyone who remembers at the start of October, I did another collab with BP Bludgeon. So I messaged Bludgeon and I was like, look, I forgot to ask you personally, but do you have any ice types that you'd like to submit to my big ice type collab? Because I don't think he saw that I was advertising on a Discord. So he was very thrilled to be asked, and he provided me with two. One of which was kind of the Centaur guy, which I felt was kind of very similar energy to some other guys we had. But the other one he provided to me was Festively, which is a vine where the buds are all Christmas lights and its mouth is a pot. Hello, Phantom. So yeah, it's an ice electric type, actually. You'd think it's grass, but I think this bit here is actually a battery pack, which Bludgeon wasn't too thrilled to keep, but I said, you know, I want to keep that element because it's very unique. And the best part about fake Pokemon is they are not real. So, I don't think there's any heights that were provided for that. Let me just check. Festively's head is a cracked flower pot. Yep. I mean, it's just a long boy in a pot, like, so I think the height can be interpreted in any sort of way. And second to last, well, the last one actually provided two words when they don't work. The final one provided to us by a member of the Discord is... Sorry, just had to burp forever. And I'm probably gonna mispronounce this. I believe it's Drastseer, which is actually drawn by Ryoma Art. Ryoma, say hello. You're in the chat. I know you are, unless you left. So this is based on the asteroid that the Chicxulub... It's not Chicxulub, that's the name of Subjectively's Pokemon. The Chicxulub asteroid, I think it's called. You know, the asteroid that destroyed the dinosaurs. Dragonflies, spacemen. I really like the gimmick of how it transforms into a meteor. My only consideration, because it would be the only ice dragon type Fakemon in the collab, the only thing that I need to consider is, like, if it's a meteor, you know, where would it be in the image? And then I'm like, would it be too far away? Would you not be able to see it? So as for which version I use, that is still to be decided. I'm doing pretty good today. Okay, I'm DBS and you're DPS. I'm definitely not going to start calling you that because that's going to get confusing. I had a waffle on a stick earlier. It was insane. I don't think... Okay, so see, it's based on a meteor. So I'd imagine it's pretty big, but then it's also based on dragonflies, so it could also be pretty small. So regarding the kind of interpretation, you know, I might just see how I feel at the time. I imagine it'd be on the bigger side, though, of a bug, but maybe not 12'6". But, I don't know. Oh, he has the height on his Instagram. Why don't I go over to your Instagram as well? Also, guys, if you're not following Ryoma Art or checking out his YouTube, you really should. My man's makes content. Sorry, I'm just scrolling through your Insta. Let's see who can get there first. 8'2". Okay, cool. Nice. It is bug type. Except if it's not. It's actually it's an ice type all the time, but it's a bug in this form and a dragon in that form. And you know what? We honestly need more of both of those types. I think Kyurem is the only ice dragon we have currently. And Frosmoth and Snom are the only ice bugs. Oh, cool. And finally, not to toot my own horn, but we have Dinosaurus, which is a very, very, very chill rhinoceros, who I will be redesigning. I gave a little teaser of that that I drew real quick into the general chat of the Discord. And yeah, Dinosaurus is a fossil that has a very scary... Oh yeah, Ryoma, is Drassier a legendary? I don't know if that was there, or if I missed it, or something like that. It does definitely have legendary vibes. Not that it's important to the overall. But... oh, legendary bugs. That's pretty good. I imagine it being 8 foot tall, you know, it might be a legendary. So thank you for asking that, Jamie. Okay, cool. Yeah, Dinosaurus. I imagine Dinosaurus would definitely be hanging out around where my mountain and Sarox are, because they're all kind of big, fluffy boys. My mountain's kind of fed up. Sarox is sad, and then Dinosaurus is just vibing. So those three guys I imagine are all pretty big, so they could have kind of Fakemon just on top of them, and they might not seem to care, because Dinosaurus would be chill. A mountain would just be too big to notice anything, and Sarox, I think, just kind of... he might not like it, but he'd be too sad to even, you know, give out about it. So just bear with me just a moment. I'm gonna literally pop away for about 30 seconds, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Let me see what's going on here. Okay, so I started this a while ago, and I kind of finished this when we got up to Friolet. So I'm just going to add in kind of the rest of what we have here now. Oh yeah, so look. Here's Trice's original art. I can't remember where I got that from, but that is what Trice looks like, and there is also Rendicey's original art. And there is the original drawing I did for boy. Damn Snowy. Okay. Okay. Now let's see. Y'all are going crazy in the chat. I would argue that Ultra Beasts are legendaries, but what do I know? Ugh. We'll be back after these messages. I haven't started redrawing yet, Lime. I'm just kind of going through everything. You know, times I've seen based DBS in Discord and these chats, I'm like, maybe I am a Ligma male. Alright, so what I want to do here is just kind of have everything seeable, I suppose, in one place. So what I want to do is I'm just going to kind of drag... I didn't really think about this at all, did I? Okay, so I suppose kind of the vibe we have here. Oh yeah, so this is the last thing I want to show you now. So I've done a few redesigns of some of these guys. So kind of everything up to, and you'll see here I put Frost Tress over Frost Triples art. Everything up to Eclopaka I've done digitally that you guys can see. Then these next ones I've done in my own sketchbook, which aren't available to see right now. So here we go. These are my interpretations of what we have already. You've seen, you know, Trice, Frost Triple, and I mean, they're essentially the same Pokemon. They're just drawn by me, you know. So there's Eclopaka, there's Sabaski, Caribou, who I had to interpret from pixel art, which was actually kind of a challenge. Pykine, Excalibur, who was drawn really small, so I had to take some liberties with that as well. My mountain is there. My mountain was actually in black and white, so I had to kind of predict some colors for it. Polaran to me just looked a little bit too much just like a polar bear, so I took kind of Beartic's arms. I kind of tried to make it look a bit more like it could be related to Beartic. Frostigo was completely 2D, so I had to make that 3D, and in fact the torso is a mouth. And then Frost Totem is just a big fucking bird. So there we go. Okay, let me read the chat because it's going fucking nuts. Okay, so special category, but I think most people just call it legendaries because like making a new category for all encompassing all three would be a lot after, you know, 7 generations. So it's like, I think just saying legendary is a broad term to include proper legendaries, UVs, and mythicals. Would it kind of encompasses all three. While UVs are common in their own world, they're not common in our world, which I suppose, like if you went to an island full of Zapdoses, does that suddenly mean that Zapdos isn't a legendary? So I don't think the abundance of them makes them not legendary. Let me just check this out, because everybody's losing their minds. Ultra Beast. Because for some reason my Ice-type collab has turned into an Ultra Beast discussion. They possess power that transcends humans' understanding of the world. That sounds pretty legendary to me. Especially drawn to... Okay, let's see. Most Pokeballs have difficulty recognizing Ultra Beast's Pokemon due to their extraterrestrial origins. Beast Balls, yada. Necrozma's Pokedex entry also states that it is reminiscent of the Ultra Beasts. Okay, because then like Solgaleo and Necrozma have the cries that end with the Ultra Beast, like so like are Solgaleo and Lunala not Ultra Beasts? Is Necrozma an Ultra Beast? Are they not legendaries? I think just lumping them in as legendaries is easier and less of a trek for everyone. Let me see. Trivia. Ultra Beasts and the Light Trio have the unique sound frequency. Yeah, they all end with the same thing. Okay, although the Ultra Beasts are non-legendary, they share some characteristics with numerous legendary Pokemon. They are all gender unknown, are in the undiscovered egg group, they're scripted encounters, they have special battle music, they are guaranteed to have at least 3 IVs of 31, and they have a special Rotom Pokedex pages. In Generation 7, if the player chooses to filter out people seeking mythical or legendary Pokemon on the global trade system, then people seeking Ultra Beasts will not be displayed. In Generation 8, the filter instead only filters out mythical and special legendary Pokemon, and does not filter out Ultra Beasts nor minor legendary Pokemon. In the code of the games, they belong to the sub-legendary category in the Crown Tundra DLC of Pokemon Sword and Shield. PNE refers to both legendary Pokemon and Ultra Beasts as legendary in Pokemon Sword and Shield online competition called Mythical Melee. That is described to restrict players that only use legendary mythical Pokemon. It allows Ultra Beasts to participate. Jesus, this is a shit show. Okay, so they kind of are and they kind of aren't. Let's not fucking devolve into calling each other names and shit. So, yeah, they are both and not legendaries at the same time. Even Pokemon can't decide. So, yeah. Let me just catch up on the chat. Let's see if there's anything that was actually important said instead of y'all just giving out about Ultra Beasts. Alright, Rihanna, don't forget to buy me some Diet Coke from Tesco, mate. That's an old joke. I wasn't. Oh, that wasn't a dig at you. But you did say British, so, you know, I feel it's warranted. Yeah, so look, if I'm still here, I'd love to see you back. But it was great having you while you were here. Aren't the Sun and Moon box legendaries from the world? No, Cosmog is an Ultra Beast, is it not? Hey, Shay, but you're not Shay. I forget you're using your mom's account or something. Hello, Jelly Dude. Okay, I'm all caught up. So, let me now. I need to. I'm not sure how this is gonna look. Let me just check my stream and see if the separate window pops up. Okay, it hasn't. So what I'm doing now is I've popped kind of the... Okay, yeah, what I need to do is just assemble all of the Fakemon right now. So we had a look through everybody's. I haven't drawn anything yet. Ultra Beasts are based off invasive species, I think. I think they are confirmed to be invasive species. I think it's confirmed that they aren't legendaries, but the games can't make up their own. Black layer shading up the Fakemon. Yeah, boy, we love lower opacity black layer. Are you in the Discord line? Because I'd love to see what you have drawn. If you are not in the Discord, you can find that in the description. Now I realise the stream's kind of been going a while, and I haven't actually drawn anything. Isn't that hysterical? Local man cons his audience, I guess. To be fair, the title says... does it say working on or drawing? Okay, yeah, it says working on. So I never promised to be drawing. Okay, so let's see. We have Friolet. I'm just getting... actually, you know, I'll do this so you guys can see it. So we ended with Friolet. Then we have you. Wait a minute. Oh, wait, that's where I made my mistake. Hang on. I need to copy the images because I've written on everything. That's what was stopping me. Okay. Bear with me and I'll get this sorted. Well, like... I think they are to represent the idea of invasive species, because Celesteela is, I don't think, I might get the name wrong, but isn't it like Princess Kaguya? The rocket bamboo baby. which is like I think it's yokai or something like that. I just want to get everything in here. Just bear with me. I think the Ultra Beasts are like literally the worst missed potential Pokemon has ever done. Like they just gave them all the same ability. I'm like, if they're from different dimensions, they should be like incomprehensible. You know, they should be unbelievably like absolutely not. They should have like I think Ultra Beasts should have like a beast type. Like that's specific to all of them. Or something like that. I think Beast Boost as an ability is such hot garbage for that concept. Because like their names are Ultra Beasts. Like they should be Ultra, you know? I'm very passionate about Ultra Beasts. And the disdain they fill me with. Oh, sorry, I had Floroil spinning around there for a sec. Yeah, Jelly Dude, I'm doing it. Calm down, babe. It's alright. Shabbed my stream over an hour and a half in and you're wondering what I'm doing, mate. Well, just have a bit of patience. I went through, I reviewed everyone already. In fact, here's your goat right now. There he is. I'm putting everything down like it is. Hello, Reddish. I'm speaking in a weird accent. I don't know if it's British or Australian. Can't go in between them. Oh, yeah. Okay, I was trying to keep it to like 7 per row. 32? Does anything divide into 32? Does anything divide into 33 except 3? What divides into 33? 1, 3, 11. What divides into 32? 8. 50 rows of 8. Oh, look, I'm not too bothered. Let me get my stream back up. Ooh. Yes, I'm going to redraw 33 Fakemon in one image. It's going to be absolutely bananas. Oh, guys, y'all are talking too fast. I can't keep up. Okay, I did Abelmut, and now we go to Skeligo. And then we go to Spectre-Chill. Who is big in both file size and description. Then we go to Coulson. And then we go to Trastier. Which I think kind of sounds like disaster as well, which is relevant. Reddish, it is not a problem. School is the most important meal of the day. I thought having like school nightmares would stop, or just dreams would stop after I've been done with school for a long time. But I still get dreams where it's like, oh, you have to go back to school now because you didn't finish this one thing. And I get them a lot. Oh, Jelly, I'm not going to answer that. One, because there's 32 Fakemon I didn't make. And 2, because that's a lot of Fakemon. And then it's like, if I say somebody's is better than somebody else's, then I cause fucking civil war and everybody hates each other. Blah! What am I missing now? Oh, yeah, I am missing someone. Somebody escaped through the very lens of reality. Festively, get over here. Get over here. Fuck me, I'm sweaty. RPG, I'm not drawing them all in one sitting. I'm not at all gonna do that in one sitting. I'm just starting the process of doing it today, which is literally just getting everything here. I have all the stuff labeled to what's relevant in the other file. For example, if we go back to Spectachill, it's a legendary and it's bigger than a Gmax, so that guy definitely is going in the background. Okay, so what am I missing now? We are missing the best boy, but only in terms of the vibe. I didn't pin my own comment because I'm that much of a humble man. Here we go. And there is not you. You're already there. Dinosaurus. Okay. Cool, now let's do a quick count. These two at the bottom are the same. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. It's the same one. 33. Okay, there we go. We got them all. Excelente. The one last village. It's 2 snowmen. Oh, everybody's going apeshit. Everybody's going crazy. I'm just gonna read the chat again. Okay. Okay, there's 2 snowmen, Pokemon. Third row down, third row over. Okay, Sarox is reddish. What am I missing? Did somebody mentioned the legendary. One on paper that isn't. Oh, okay, I see what you mean. Okay. My brain just farted. 1,000,000 degrees. Okay, let's turn off auto select. I will tell you exactly what the 3 ice cubes are. Now, I've been streaming for... Oh, everybody's so big. Okay, now this is kind of interesting. So my canvas size. How big is the canvas? So I'm working with a rectangle specifically, which is why I don't have the cool border on my stream today, because I usually work on a square. But I just wanted everybody to be able to see it, so I'm going to go to image size. No, sorry, I'm going to go to canvas size. And I want it to stay... Oh, shit. Okay. Oh, can I not lock the things? Okay, I'm going to figure that out later. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to start the sketch of where I think everybody is going to go. There will be fuck all detail in this, because there are 33 guys I have to draw. So, don't even worry about it. Now, what do I have here? DBS is talking. Oh yeah, and then the 2 images there. Okay, so cool. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to pop away, and I'm going to get some water, I'm going to do some other things, and I will be back in about, let's say about 3 to 5 minutes. Just give myself a little bit of a refresher off the screen, because I've been going for 2 hours, and I haven't even drawn anything yet. So I will see you all again in a few minutes. Hey. Okay, I need some chill music right now, so I'll do a classic me thing. Am I streaming right now? Yes, I am. Okay, cool. Hi, everyone. Okay. Let's take a look. Okay, so Sylvie, the 3 ice cubes at the top are a Pokemon called Trice. And here's a reinterpretation I did of it. The artist deactivated their account, so the information I can gain from it is absolutely not, except that I think it's pure ice type and it has a puddle of water at its base that has an unknown power. It's the Ice Cube Snowman, Fakemon, I think. Yeah, so let's see. I thought it was very, very cute, so even though the artist deactivated their account, I wanted to still do it. Okay, let's see. Today's stream
is sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends.
See, I don't like the raid stream or the raid ads either, because I know that they're like completely disingenuous, but whenever anybody does one, I'm like, yeah boy, get that bank, because they gotta be paying, you know, some pretty heavy amounts of money to get you to lie about playing them. Because guys, if you're watching fucking Sylph Spectre and he's saying, I love playing Raid Shadow Legends, no he doesn't. That's just how advertising works. Quote this stream to me in a few years when Raid sponsors me. Okay. They do have some very good animation on their ads. Just from a animator standpoint. Okay, so let us begin. I'm gonna keep all these guys down here. I've actually never played Raid. It just doesn't seem like I just imagine it has a lot of microtransactions because it's a free-to-play game on mobile. So, I'd rather not. Rather not talk about Raid for ages on a stream, if that's okay. So, I'm gonna start with. I'm just gonna look at the list again. Just totally up here. Kind of suss out how many birds do we have, because I think it's just one. Being Frost Totem up the top there. Right there. People were debating if this guy's a bird. I've done a redesign for it in my sketchbook, which is what I was locating when I stream on hold. So if I flip through here, I didn't really have it as a bird. So maybe it could be kind of in the background of what I do. So, I'm gonna do this in kind of sets. Nothing is going to be confirmed. Like, for example, if I draw something, you know, here, like I could move it anywhere else afterwards. And I'm not going to be drawing crazy well or anything like that. I'm going to lower my brush size to 6. We're going to go very, very small with this. And we're going to remove these. And I can remove some layers there too. Easy peasy. Okay. Right. Sorry, Reddit. A 30-minute ad. Okay. So, we're going to start with this guy here. And the idea that I'm going to do with this is this little fella is called Rendice. It's a grass ice type. It's also from a user who deleted their, or deactivated their DeadBedInstead account. So actually any actual info on it is gone. But when I was going through, and I did redraw it here, and I think I gave it like a Diglett-esque patch, so it's kind of coming out of the ground. One of the bits of information that I do remember for it, because obviously when I got all the guys for the collab in the first place, I did write down some information on them. And the thing is, it loves birds and water. So I'm imagining this guy would be down here. Very happy. As happy as a spiral face can look. Oh, 2 unskippable lads is the worst. Oh shit, boy, I want to see that Splouter art. I want to see you turn my son into an elephant.
Bird.
I went through a bird phase after seeing Suicide Squad. Or sorry, the Suicide Squad. I'm like,
bird.
Now there's no height for Frost Totem. So I'm just gonna, if I just Google kind of totem pole height. Most totem poles stand between 3 to 18 meters tall. What the fuck? I didn't think they were that tall. Christ alive. Okay, well. So then we'll have kind of the big bird boy next to him. You know, I'm gonna draw everyone in the center to begin with. And I'm gonna make this really, 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 really transparent. I imagine, you know, this guy might just be chilling, no pun intended. I need to actually up that a bit because now I can't see anything. As a lot of these Fakemon are white, so they disappear completely. Maybe I just need to redraw Splouter properly. I think I could redesign him. Actually, what I might want to do here is just because Frost Totem is very, very big, and his face is up here. I have the wrong kind of grabby tool right there. But when did I see here? And then in front of Frost Totem, could do Trice, who has the kind of pool of water at the base. So this guy's just loving life. Completely. So that could be kind of 3 of them over here. And I'll be extending this canvas currently. The normal size brush I use is like this thick. And that's going to be very, very thick when we're talking about like 33 Fakemon. So I'm going to make this canvas really big. It's perfectly YouTube thumbnail sized. So this actually is half based off of, it's partially based off of Totem Pole. I really like his eye nips. Frost Totem is a kind of bird that I cannot think of at the moment. I'll find that out for you. Bear with me. Okay, hold on to your butts. Frost Totem is... name reviews. It's a Frost. It's based on Frost, a totem pole, and I think the bird is called a ptarmigan. 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 They're like very chunky snowbirds. They're actually kind of cute, with tiny, tiny beaks. So I will pop these guys over here. So what other similarities do we have? Okay, so what I'm going to do as well is I'm going to do like a Charlie Day thing back here. So go like this. Just to kind of get them covered. So let's see. What I want to do now is let's get like a purple or a pink or a green even. You're legendary, you're legendary. Who else is legendary? You're legendary. Was Alpaca legendary? Did I miss that earlier? Hang on. Where's Alpaca? Alpaca! Moon. Okay, I need to go back and... I don't think Alpaca was a legendary. I think it is, though. Fair thing, I'll check that out. Not that legendaries are going to get, like, more space than anything. Oh. Yeah, the eyebrows definitely are noctavely. I am destroying people's Fakemon, though, so... I'm not discuss the legitimacy of if the intent was to base it off an owl or anything. Because if they didn't base it off an owl, they didn't base it off an owl. It might look like an owl, but that stems the... Oh, I remember where Skarmory submitted theirs. Okay, hang on. No, I don't. I'm an idiot. I'm a giant thundering dumbass. Okay, hang on. Okay. According to legend, it was feared by ancient people who refer to it as the Moonlight Prowler. Is it a legendary? Legend. According to legend. Okay, it could be, but no, it's not gonna be important. I'm getting too caught up on the minutiae. Sarx isn't. Gravati is. You're a pseudo. Not that that's important. Friolet is a mythical. So we'll put legendary there. Gracier is a legendary. I'll put a big one there. Because they're both the same. This fucking thing is legendary. Spectacle. So what is it? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 legendaries. I always say dirty words. That's my own being. I'm just trying to find like similarities between them. So I suppose next. Okay, so let's see. We have two Snow Queens. We have let's pick a different color for this. Well, someone told me that their 4-year-old brother today said, someone told me that their 4-year-old brother today said fucking Christ. And it made me laugh a lot, because I was like, 4, like. What flippin' thing is a legendary? Those are both Wendigos. Then we kind of have the big nation. I'm gonna just put an F on these guys. Try and figure them out. Predators. suppose you as well. You're a wolf. Yeah, there's a lot of similarities to work with. That can be a bit daunting. Yeah, he's a fluffy boy. Right, let me just grab these. And pop them onto their own lair. Okay, cool. So what I'm going to do next is we might do some Wendigos. And for this, I can pop up that. Let's maybe just reel you in a bit, young man. Cerberus could be both, honestly. Could be Fluffy and a Predator. He's just trying to figure out where everything goes. So we have two Wendigos, and it's like, what do the Wendigos want? Like, are they just kind of back to back, like, yeah, what up? Two-legged Stantler, don't at me, you know? Okay, let's figure that out. Yeah, but it's still a wolf. Wolves are by natures. Wolves are by nature predators. What do you mean TBS is talking? Okay, so I don't know if I want anybody to be fighting. Let's say. That is all Wendigo do. Ha 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 ha. Kind of an idea here. Themselves. Let me get a good reference up for myself. Okay, that's just gonna pop up. I'm gonna pull it away now over to another area where I can look at it individually. Okay, so that's gonna go blank whenever I do that. That's hysterical. Okay, cool. Oh yeah, and if it hasn't been said, I don't want any shashing and giving out about any decisions I make while drawing your guys. Because I am drawing 33 fucking Fakemon. So if I was to listen to everybody's specific wants and desires, I'd be here all year. Alright, so what I'm thinking with the Ice Queens, because obviously if you have 2 queens, the idea there is like that's 2 nations. So I don't see how 1 nation could have 2 queens. The idea is where they appear, they would either be back to back, both giving commands, or Floroil will be over here at the top, and Damn Snow will be over here at the top, and they'll be kind of like conflicting, like doing like the commanding arm that, you know, is common with like rulers and stuff, without being like a Nazi salute, obviously. As Reggie Gigas. Not Reggie Gigas, Reggie Steele once did. But I think that so they'll either be kind of working together or be kind of staring at each other from across like a large gap. Keep in mind these sketches are very, very shit. So I'm just trying to block in everybody. It's like when the Russos, when they directed the Avengers movies and Civil War and all that, they would actually have like action figures of all of the characters just to see who was where at what time, so that they could maintain some degree of continuity. Yeah, let's go. Why is it good that 2021 is almost over? Like 1 or 2. The sizing of all of these will be changed, obviously. I think I like the idea of them being on conflicting sides. It's kind of fun. Gives some dynamic aspects to it, I suppose. Let me see. Okay. Now, I think what could be a fun visual here. So now, what I'm going to do is make these smaller. I'm going to remove them for a sec. I'm going to cross out Damn Snowy and Floroil. What I think would be cool, just visually, behind Frost Totem, is what if we had Vertrost, which is the strange legendary guy. It kind of looked like he has wings. And what height was Vertrost? Do we remember? Oh yeah. Vertrost, and for anybody who wasn't here earlier, is an absolutely hilarious height of... where is it? 11 feet and 23 inches. Which I believe adds up to 13 foot. 13 feet and 1 inches. So it's pretty big. So the idea is here that, like, be behind Frost Totem and be, you know, even bigger than it. Following the movement of the wings, so, you know, it kind of goes up like that. Yeah, some will be kind of hidden behind others. What would be kind of funny for Vertrost is, because its feet weren't included in the original image, is what if its feet were actually obscured anyway. I think that might be a fun way to do that. Oh.
Oy vey.
So now watch an artist interpret a drawing into a design. I'm not necessarily doing them in order of size, Jamie. I'm just kind of vibing with what I feel like at the time. Obviously, if I see similarities in some of them, I'll do those first. It's definitely something. That's the joy of Fakemon art. Anything could be anything. I'm so interested to, when I make the video for this, or when the image is done, to like alert the DeviantArt crowd who submitted to it like 3 years ago. Because they'll all be like, what the fuck is this? I completely forgot. Yeah. But it's kind of like one of the last big projects I have hanging over me for years. Obviously the Fakemon reviews as well. But I feel this is more time sensitive than those. So like his legs can be like completely obscured. So you just can't see his feet at all. I mean, his arms do look like wings, so I think making them wings would be fine. Oh, you pissing idiot. I drew on the wrong layer again, Mom. Okay. Nothing we can't fix. I think it says light is what comes out of its wings or arms or whatever they are. So it could be something like that, where it's behind. Okay, cool. So I'll pop those away, pop you away. I'm gonna name everything. So let's say Dicey, Frost Totem, Trice. Then let's call this Damp Snowy, Floroil, and we'll call this Vertrust. Vertorst even, oops. If only I could spell. Okay. Oh, just have to reload my screen. Okay, so another one that I have a fun idea for. And I just want to cross out these as I kind of get an idea of where they're going. So who did I do there? I did Vertrust. Who's here? Woohoo, we have 6 down. Only 27 to go. It's one of the more unique ones I had in mind. We can hear what DBS is talking. Is, let's say, we've kind of like a background. We have a horizon of some description, like that. So this idea is that over the horizon in the background is just this absolute unit. a design. Maybe I could make that. This, of course, is Spectachill, which is the very mysterious one. So I figure what better way to do artistic integrity than to still make it mysterious, where it'll be kind of in the background, a bit blurry, but you've still got like the gist that it has this huge eye and that it's absolutely colossal. Because it's bigger than a G-Max, is what was said. So we'd have that kind of in the background somewhere. And just to kind of showcase that, what I can do here is... just bear with me. I can do some of this, you know, where it's... kind of give the impression that it's all the way back there. Okay, cool. Hey, Riona. I hope you had a good time in Tesco. It does look like that monster from... the robot from Monsters vs. Aliens. I haven't thought of that in years. Big background boy, like. Okay. So... that's Spectachill out of the way. Just keep in mind, I've never done anything on this level. So there's going to be a lot of trial and error. I think the queens need to be smaller. Definitely. I don't think they're particularly massive. But they'll still have a presence. I'm not sure if Floroil is capable of flight. So I might have it like maybe standing on some kind of ridge that's coming out or something. But we will see. Okay, now let's put everybody away. Label that layer as Spectachill. And call that X. Okay, cool. Right. So who's next? Let me figure this out. I am on another file right now, just looking at all of them in more detail. Okay, let's go through the list again, maybe. Do platform on this bicycle, some of those just... maybe. I'll think about it close to the time. I'm not getting too invested in any one Fakemon at the moment, so let's cancel the X's and let's go through these again. So we have Virtrust on. There's my lad. I kind of have an idea of where he's going to go. 2, Legendary, Festively. For Festively, I think what I want to do is... yeah, I might do Festively next. Because I have a really fun idea for Festively. And I know it's not technically that long. As long as I want to make it. But I think that this could be a really fun visual. And let me just get it up on my other screen. Don't zoom in there, you prick. It's like, what if the image had a... had like a border of Christmas lights? Which were actually just a very long Festivine. Going all the way around. See, part of me then is like, it's way longer than it's kind of intended to be. So I'm like, is that rude? If I do that? If I just turn it into a framing device? Damn, that's definitely one idea I have for it anyway. So I might just what am I witnessing here? And I might put like a kind of question mark over that. I'll see what Bludgeon thinks. Because it's his Fakemon. I can literally just send him a message and ask him. I don't like to change too much about a design. Obviously I draw it in my style, but you know, if it was an actual Pokemon, I wouldn't make it that long at all. But it is very cute, I have to admit. Okay, so I'm gonna forget about that layer. Let's just go through this list again. See if I get any inspiration from anyone. Cousin, already got you. Skilligo, we'll figure that out when I get around to other things. I have an idea for them. Got you. An idea for you. Not yet. I have an idea for you as well. Figured that out. Okay, the Wendigo. Yeti. An idea for you. Gotcha. What could you be paired with? Nice fire type. Definitely to like pull Aaron roaring and then this guy like also trying to roar or something. Pretty cute. Southern birds, we got you down, buddy. Got you. Caribou definitely be flying. Glaciared. Might do Glaciared versus Gravati. What's Gravati's whole deal again? Glaciared had no info on it, except that it's legendary. And if we go to Gravati, an old bit states that when it battled another legendary, yeah, so, and it controls icebergs to crash into its enemies. Glaciared is pretty much an iceberg dragon, so I think we could have the two. Oh, that was kind of weird. And we could have the two of those having a UFC rumble like. It's probably Festively. Okay, so Gravati, I have a reinterpretation done already. It's nothing that I can't just do again. The idea now is how do you legendary monkey. And obviously if I'm doing a battle I can't have one clearly winning, because then it like, because imagine if you like you submitted your Fakemon into a collab and then just got getting beaten up. Like, it's not exactly my favourite Tommy, is it? Okay, so they're gonna have Monkey here. We have Glaciared here. I have another drawing of Glaciared, which is this. I just simplified down a lot of its shapes, which I think is key in readability. Okay, that's cool. So I could do kind of like stars. Could do almost like some of this. Actually, Stamp Snowy does have particles around here as well. I'll figure that out. Okay. Just trying to think of good posing here. Did Master give a height for monkey? No. Oh, he did actually. Human is about the size of its arm. So it's pretty large? See, I don't know. It looks like it's leaning forward, but it might not be. So it might actually be kind of small in terms of other legendaries. Or we could do the classic. Hang on. We have a dinosaur versus a gorilla. What if I just, like, did this? I think that could be kind of cool. Other screen. Oh. Super baddie first. Also, guys, have you ever watched those Mickey Mouse shorts on Disney Plus? So I always knew they were like batshit insane, but I only watched them properly last night. I watched about 11 of them. They're fucking hysterical. Okay, I'm looking at a reference image I did for this. I don't know exactly how old they are, but they're like the rubber hose animation, but done by zoomers is the best way I can describe it. So obviously this guy doesn't have actual gorilla proportions, so we have to improvise a bit. Photoshop, you breaking on me again. Could you just not do that, please? Oh, baby. Remove this Godzilla thing to another thing. Not today. Oh, if only we knew how to draw anatomy. If only Photoshop didn't take up all of my beans. Okay. I mean, because at the end of the day, they're Pokemon, you know, so some of them are going to be scrapping. Now, in the future, I might do, when I'm doing additional work on this, I might just do it in the Discord, in a voice chat, so you guys can talk shit when I'm drawing. And I might just continue to do it on YouTube. I guess it depends how I'm feeling. But I am starting this now just because I'm about to get really, really busy with work. And I do have a screen-based job, so I'm like, the amount of time that I want to be spending on a screen is not very much, so... Sorry, I'm drawing this gorilla way more detailed than I've drawn anybody else's thing. Just want to get the posing right. Awesome. Reference for glaziered up. I want to get the reference up that I drew. Bearest with me. Okay, there we go. This is all on another screen, so I apologize. But so not really. I'll always appreciate the power of monkey. I feel like he was mid just getting ice beamed, blasted on the arm. Nobody is getting beaten up. And this guy specifically fucks. This guy specifically fucks with throwing icebergs. The Glaciered is very iceberg, and it also fought another legendary, so it's just, there's a lot of thematic stuff. And I think the Kong Godzilla reference is kind of funny, especially with the spikes. Because it is totally Godzilla. It's the most Godzilla-ish of all of them. Wow, what a bunch of boys. Now remember, sizing is subject to change. I'm just trying to block out what everybody's doing. Because I don't want anybody kind of on their own, I guess. So say Glaciered, Gravati. His name Gravati? Oh, it's so small there. But what I can do now is I can put a big red X over them. I'd like to get at least halfway done with ideas. So there's Karate and Glaciard. Okay, I'm gonna take a look at Neck Punch's Dex entry again to see what exactly is the deal with Polarin. See if we can pair that up with anything. Skarmory feathers. Snow warning. Not really. Okay. So I don't want it to like be killing anything. Yeah. Wolf and rabbit. Is there anything? Wolf and hare. Is there anything? Is there anything we could pair a hare with? So we have an ice fighting hare and an ice fighting wolf. So like, is there anything that can be done? It's the only thing I think of when I think of a hare is a turtle. Obviously we don't have a turtle. Just trying to think what a hare could fit in. What else can be done here? Oh. Slamming Kevin in the server twice? What the fuck is happening? Apparently they were there and they just joined again. I know not what to do. Okay. Sorry, I completely blanked there. To be fair, I'm approaching 3 hours of streaming, so... Okay, Wendigo. Okay. So. Watch this. You're going to be watching a while because I need to turn my other screen on. And I need to get a reference that I don't have. My mountain. Okay. Okay. Cool. So. Yeah, I'm gonna do something here instead of drawing my mountain. I'm just gonna bring it in. Just the design I did of it in my style. I think I should have it in just line art, so it shouldn't be too much of a... It shouldn't throw people off too much. There we go. Oh. You're very large, sir. Obviously the posing will be different. This is currently a lot more detailed than everything else. So here's my idea for my mountain. It's gonna be fucking enormous. And on its back, I want to have, I need to change my other file again so I can see everything. Back, I want to have that fox that I can't remember the name of. That runs across mountains and causes Aurora Borealis. From that there'd be kind of all the background light stuff. Be coming from this LED. Might have it running. So the background's going to be all kind of cool and nighttime and stuff. Actually, yeah, it has to be nighttime because there's the moon guy, there's the northern lights, and there's the glowing rainbow. So it all makes sense. I'm going to call that my mountain. It's Cryolot. It's the name of the wolf. Or the fox, sorry. Okay, now I'm going to cross those off. There you are. And actually with Violet, I want it to be its shiny, because its shiny is like black with highlights. And it's a mythical, so I think it's... And it's really small as well, so I don't think it's like too outlandish to make it insane. It's a whole lot of boys. Okay, but it's becoming. It is becoming. How many do we have kind of the basis for at the moment? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, if I can get to 17, I'll be happy. I am open to suggestions as well, if anybody kind of remembers all the Pokemon that are here. I do appreciate that there are a lot of them. If any kind of strike your fancy, it might not be... I am open to take suggestions. So actually what I'm going to do with these guys is... I think it'd be cool if my mountain and Cercophant are having like a conversation. So I get up a reference for Cercophant. Oh, my ear hurts. Oh, I'm gonna sleep like a baby tonight. I've had a very grueling week, but it's been very fulfilling, so it's excellent. Shift Festively and don't smile like big light sources. Maybe. I just hate how it's kind of like the thing where it's like, oh, you can't just make Pokemon again, like you have to do a gimmick. Let me get right in here. Oh my god, I want these two guys to be doing like the bro arm meme. Where they're like, you know, they're grabbing each other's hands. Easy. Oh yeah, Virtrast literally gives off light. That's its whole gimmick. This is split into 5 pieces. Is there any kind of Egypt fella in here that would be paired with this guy? I fucking suck at drawing pyramids. I'm just learning. Serpent can be providing something coolant snore around the place. Okay, I have a really funny idea here. Oh my god, I have so many funny ideas. Okay. So Sarkovan's tail can be kind of going down like this. Then Sebaski can be like... trying to grab it. I'm drawing Sebaski from memory. And then between the two elephants can be Mount Ice. Striking an awesome pose. And then right above Mount Ice can be Caribou. So let me get my reference for Caribou up. And I'm going to do the same thing again, where I just kind of drag in my reference that I did ages ago. And coming off the back of Mount Ice might have to be like, oh, it jumped there, and then maybe it kind of hopped over that. Then like it hopped in from over here. It's kind of showing that it's like jumping across the two mountain-esque mammoths. I know Sarcophant is a pyramid, so I might just have it jumping across the other way, and then it kind of has this interaction with Chloe McGee up above. So now, this is quite the lair to name. So we have... What in the flaming Christ just happened there? Let's try that again. We have a mountain... Fryolet. Is it Cryolet or do that's Fryolet? Sarcophant. Sebaski. Caribou. Mount Ice. Cool, now let's cross all those off. Where are y'all at? There's Caribou. There's Sebaski. There's Sarcophant. Mount Ice. Am I missing someone here? Okay, cool. Then, because these two lads are so large, we can have guys in front of them. So if I just kind of make those thing for a sec, we can have, not in red, because it's very violent. I'm very tired. He looks a lot more fed up here than sad, but it's your boy, Thorax. I think he definitely belongs next to like the mountain mammoth. So maybe Goat Boy could be going this way. Be like bounce. Bounce, bounce. I also think I could have somebody just on top of Sarax. Just chilling. I think I know who that might be. Oh, what did I do Sarax's tail like? Oh, it's like fluffy. I'm using the reference I drew, so it's kind of like 2 stages removed now. Again, this is just I'm trying to guess where everybody is. And then I shouldn't need a reference for this. Fuck it, we'll do it live. It's back legs that are never ever seen. I'm totally envisioning Mount Dice being like... It's like that. It's okay. I might not be on for that much longer. If I am, say hi. So I'll call this Sarox Dinosaurus. Maybe I should put Dinosaurus over with Sarox and my mountain because they're all fluffy. I might be able to put something else beside Sarcophant. Like this. So imagine they'd be similar sized. Maybe you could go in like order of height. Where like bounces up and then up again and then up again. I think rhinos are bigger than ox. Shrink you down and then grab both of you, scale you up. Something like that. Be fun. And they could both be like chilling. Oh, it's Martist. I'm gonna assume that's you, Ma, from the Discord, or else I'm very wrong. If not, join the Discord. Yes, excellent. Ma, I think obviously there's 33 guys, so I'm trying to remember which one was yours. I think I know, but I just want to make sure. Oh yeah, Ma, so Friolet. It's right here. And I'm gonna go with the shiny one. It's gonna be bouncing across the top of some elephant mammoths. And it's going to be responsible for a big aurora borealis in the background. Yes, it is. Oh, shit. Okay. I saved the day. Sarx Dinosaurus. I think something could definitely be snuggled up on top of Dinosaurus because it's so fluffy. Okay, now let's be absolute crazy people and load up all of these at the same time. What the freckling fuck is even going on here? Hang on. There we go. Incomprehensible knowledge. Bananas. Okay, now let's X off everything again. Yeah, okay. So we have what the hell did I do? I did you. I did you. Okay. Oh, what's left? I think I'm above 16 now, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Okay, I'm over halfway, so I might end the stream now because I'm like at 3 hours 15 minutes, and I'm kind of losing my life. So let's take a look at who is left, and I'll just try and kind of get a vibe for what I'm missing. So let me just put on some cool music for a sec while I end the stream. Or while I prepare to end the stream. Okay. Hey. Okay. Oy. Okay, so Logosir is a legendary ice psychic. Then we have Excalibur, kind of saber-tooth tiger, Wendigo, polar bear, Thylacine, I think it is. So that's like 4 predators. We got the snowman, Frostdrace, who's a nice fire type, so that's kind of interesting. As for where I put it, I'm trying to think who I could put around a snowman. Kind of similar energy. Then we have Alpaca, who's the moon. He could just be leaping somewhere. I'll look into his lore a lot. There's a lot of lore for him. Stantler could be doing something with the Wendigo. I think maybe if they were like playing cards or something, that might be very funny. It's like the two most brutal influences. The two of the most brutal influences are just being very, very chill. Fanart, not sure who to pair that with. Avelmot I might push up on the mountain guys, because it's a mountain Pokemon. I'm thinking of having Wolfskull be asleep on top of Dinosaurus. Seems like the best place for it. Just have it like chilling or something. Cerberus, not sure. Cerberus could maybe be paired with Tofroxen or Tofrozen, because they both have kind of big ice. They both have like kind of ice shared energy. And then Dratsier will be kind of flying around and stuff like that. Hi Boreal, I'm just about to finish. It's very sad, but I will be doing this more in the future. Got a lot of stuff done today. This is the chaos that currently is the collab so far. There's a Godzilla vs. Kong reference. There's a huge lad in the background. There's some lads hanging out with the big lad behind them. There's the 2 Ice Queens. Then Festively goes all the way around like a Christmas lights. Gonna be a huge gathering of lads. And then 2 chill lads there, and yeah. Everything will be made sense of in the future. I'm just trying to get the scenarios down so that I can kind of figure it out myself. Next time I stream, we will be tackling the Fakemon I didn't get around to. So those are, because I'm over halfway. So you have Logosir, Excalibur, Frosdigo, Polaron, Thysine, Frosttress, Eclopaca, region Wendigo Stantler, Froynair, Cerberus, Wolfskull, Avelmot, Tofrozen, and Drassier. Which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I guess that makes sense, yeah. 13. No, if it's 13, then I have 20 done. What? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I missed Skelego. Oops! How bold of me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Am I able to count? Jesus Christ. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Did I forget to cross frame? It's okay. I find the easiest way for people to find streams because a lot of them are... I've noticed YouTube doesn't notify me for anything, and there are a lot of people who are complaining about notifications not going off. In the Discord, if the stream announcement channel is not muted or something, it might help. I'm not too sure of how that works, if it actually notifies people when those go up. But that might be a good option. Because I don't have a streaming schedule. But no, I will definitely be doing this again soon. Might do tomorrow. I'll see. I was meant to be getting Shining Pearl, but my pre-order is fucking delayed, so... Because I got a physical copy. So yeah, I will not be playing Pokemon tomorrow, so I'll probably be doing a lot of drawing. So yeah. I'll see y'all again when I see ye. I will probably tag everyone. I don't know, tagging everyone seems kind of rude. Maybe I could have like a... Maybe I could come up with some kind of role where I'm like, people want to be notified or something. Maybe. I'll see what I can do. Oh, this is saved. This is saved a million bajillion times, RPG. I'm not gonna make that mistake again. I already am a Discord mad Phantom. You're in my Discord. Oh. But no, I don't intend to at everyone. I've only done it once and I felt really bad. Okay, so that's a 3.5 hour almost stream. So I'm going to switch it off. I might do some more work in the meantime. I'm probably going to go downstairs now and do a lot of traditional drawing, so keep an eye out in the Discord. I'll probably be posting that into some form of art chat. But I just need to get away from a screen. No, I get you again. Again, it's been a 3.5 hour stream, so my brain is kind of mashed potatoes. So yeah. Thank you everybody for watching. It's been a genuine pleasure just going through everybody's Fakemon. If you missed the stream, if you want to watch me kind of talk about all the Fakemon everybody submitted and some fun facts about them, feel free to go and watch the start of the stream again. I had a very good time going through all of them. And yeah, I'll be back hopefully before next week, because that's when the gruel of work every day starts. And then I'll just work away at this on my own time. Look, it's been a genuine pleasure. I wish you all the best, and bye for now.